Hi, this is Patrick. Welcome to Chart Built Wealth, profitable investing with technical analysis. I'm sure uh, you have some questions about U.S. cannabis, ETF, MSOS, the market, all those good things. So I'm going to do a real quick overview. Nothing has really changed in our world. So here we go. First of all, on the market, though, I did say, I don't know, 5 days ago or so, that expected a decline in the market. We had negative divergences on the daily chart. I don't think that's done yet. Looking for about another week of a decline. Having said that, I think the holdings that we have could weather the storm, and they have a low correlation to the S&P 500, meaning that they don't usually follow them. The S&P's down, it doesn't necessarily mean they have to be down, and vice versa. So with that, here's MSOS, the U.S. Cannabis ETF. And again, our bullish trend line is still intact. We got our moving averages supports all coming in at our stop at 875. I will be watching for the close tomorrow. The red weekly candlestick here. We don't want to see that totally engulf the prior week's white candlestick. That would be a bearish engulfing pattern. And while that doesn't spell disaster, it would suggest another down week, which could all be within our 875 stop. So let's take a closer look on a daily chart going back about 6 months, this part of the equation. And here we are. Here's our bullish channel. Support is down here. And our new stop is 875, right where our channel support is. So that's what we're going to be looking for. That's still quite a ways down from where we're at. I think it's about 6 or 7% lower if it gets there. But so we're still fine. The trend is still up. We got higher highs and uh, higher lows. What I didn't like about today was the big volume bar on the end of the day. So tomorrow's the big employment report, which I don't really pay much attention to. And so we'll see what tomorrow brings. I left my computer about a half hour before the close, and while the market was already down, MSOS fell more in the last half hour. I had kind of a rapid decline. It means there's hot money chasing this. It was interesting at one point today, I believe it was up like 4%. Again, those are the chances to sell some if you're around. And then again, it depends on your tax situation and whether you pay commissions to do that and whether it's accessible. And it's certainly not necessary, but if you are more of a trader oriented person, you'd sell some up there and then you'd buy some on the decline. So that's what I did today. It's down tomorrow. I'll buy a little more. And that's enough on MSOS. The trend is still intact. Utilities. So came out with a bullish recommendation on utilities, and this is the utility ETF XLU. And you can see nothing really big here as far as change in what the reason why I made the recommendation. So not a lot to say here. The one thing is, we had a moving average convergence, the old rainbow convergence here, and that suggests that stocks are either going to pause or pull back to the convergence. So maybe we're seeing that what I call a type 2 convergence where prices pull back. So anyway, we're in good shape here. I don't see a big change. And for Southern Company, it was down a little bit more than the overall utility ETF XLU, but still no harm done here. Gives you an opportunity to buy more, which I did this morning. So trying to build my position larger and larger. Normally on an individual stock, the most I'll have in my portfolio is 3% of my total portfolio. So if that gives you if that's helpful, uh, an MSOS, maybe 5% since it's an index and it's got 100 cannabis stocks or something like that. Uh, and, if I were to buy the S&P 500, which I wouldn't, or EEM, emerging markets, or, I might buy 10% and something like that, just to give you an idea. So Southern Company looks fine. I would buy more if it's around this level or lower tomorrow. And if it's up a lot, I'd sell a little bit. That's the way I try to work things. China large cap stocks. This is FXI. This is the daily chart. So this goes back about 6 months. I didn't want to go through the longer term chart with you. I don't want this to be a long-winded thing because really nothing has changed. And here's our inverse head and shoulders. It's still intact. We're looking for a 27.50 price projection. This is just a short-term projection. On the long-term chart, I said this could be the beginning of something really, really large. So I still believe that, and the evidence points that way. And it looks like we could be consolidating here in a form of a symmetrical triangle. It's too early to tell that, but everything seems intact here. We still got our stop. We'll be looking, we'll be looking to move that up when we get a chance. And that's where we are on FXI. Copper had a big up day. Looks great. Should go higher. At some point, it'll be getting overbought. But right now, copper looks to be higher. So some other developments. I'm kind of looking for gold and silver to pull back here and may get a chance to, which I've been investing in for a while, several months, but there's some pretty cool patterns developing there, but really, really overbought, but might give us an opportunity with a pullback to get involved. And with that, thank you for watching. Again, all the noise really uh, didn't change any outlook on any of the recommendations. So thank you for watching Chart Built Wealth, profitable investing with technical analysis. Have a great evening. Tomorrow will be interesting.